Let's have an honest conversation, not one full of judgment or shame, but truth. Because truth, when spoken in love, can heal. Today, I want to talk about something that causes deep wounds in relationships, families, and even in our own spirits. Cheating. Cheating on the person you vowed to love, honor, and walk through life with. And why, no matter how you justify it, it's wrong. Cheating isn't just sleeping with someone who isn't your partner. Cheating starts in the heart. It begins with emotional disconnection, with dishonesty, with silence when there should be communication. It's the text you hide, the DM you delete, the conversations that drift into intimacy without boundaries. It's the decision to take what doesn't belong to you, because you feel entitled to pleasure. But cheating isn't a moment, it's a series of choices. And those choices say something. They say, I don't honor the person I chose. I don't honor the promises I made. I'm serving myself, not us. Let's talk about the damage. Because cheating doesn't just hurt your spouse. It breaks something inside you too. Trust is like glass. Once shattered, it's never the same. Even if you glue it back together, the cracks are there. Cheating tells your partner, you weren't enough. Even if that's not what you meant, that's what they feel. It erodes their sense of worth. It breeds insecurity, anxiety, depression. And if there are children, they see it. They may not understand it fully, but they feel the tension, the tears, the absence. Cheating creates emotional orphans in homes that should be safe. It creates a wake of trauma that ripples into the next generation. Now let's talk about the lies. The ones we use to justify the affair. She doesn't make me feel loved anymore. He doesn't appreciate me. We've grown apart. This new person makes me feel alive again. But here's the truth. Cheating doesn't fix anything. It masks pain. It avoids accountability. It delays healing. If your marriage is broken, cheating breaks it more. If you feel unseen, talk, don't betray. If you feel unloved, seek counseling, not a secret. The truth is, infidelity is not an answer. It's an escape, and real strength is staying and doing the work, not running. Now from a spiritual lens, God doesn't take covenant lightly. Marriage is sacred. It's not just a contract, it's a covenant, a holy promise before God. And when you cheat, you not only violate your partner, you violate your own soul. God calls us to faithfulness. Not perfection, but commitment, integrity, love that chooses the other even when it's hard. God can forgive anything, yes, but don't abuse grace as a license for sin. Godly love is sacrificial. It's about dying to selfishness. Cheating is the opposite of love. It's lust. It's self-service. It's destruction wearing the mask of freedom. If you've cheated, this isn't the end of your story. There is forgiveness. There is healing. But it starts with repentance. Not just saying sorry, but owning the hurt. Committing to change. Cutting off the affair completely. Seeking accountability. Going to therapy. Praying. Working, not for control, but for restoration. And if you've been cheated on, you are not to blame. You are worthy of love. Whether you stay or leave, do what brings peace to your soul. You can heal too. There's hope. But for everyone listening, let's stop glamorizing infidelity. Let's stop making excuses. Let's return to honor. Let's be faithful. This world needs more people who love with integrity. Let your word mean something. Let your loyalty speak louder than your desire. Because in the end, cheating doesn't just cost your relationship, it costs your character. And no thrill is worth that. Stay faithful. Stay honest. Stay rooted in love. Not from a place of judgment, but truth. Hard truth. Because cheating in a relationship is deeper than a mistake or a weak moment. Often, not always, but often, cheating reveals narcissism. And today, we're breaking that down. Let's start by understanding the word. Narcissism isn't just arrogance or vanity. It's a psychological pattern. A mindset rooted in entitlement, manipulation, and lack of empathy. Narcissists see others as tools, objects, for their own gratification. Relationships? Not sacred. People? Replaceable. Their world revolves around one thing, themselves. Now imagine that kind of mindset in a committed relationship. It's a recipe for betrayal. Cheating isn't something that just happens. It takes planning, secrecy, lying. Cheating is not the mistake. It's the outcome of many smaller, selfish decisions. To betray someone who trusts you requires you to put your needs, your desires, above the pain it will cause. That's narcissism. It says, I deserve this no matter who it hurts. It's your fault I'm doing this. It's not that serious. That's not love. That's ego. The narcissistic cheater often plays the victim, blames their partner, gaslights you into believing you caused their betrayal. This is manipulation. A narcissist doesn't reflect. They want attention, admiration, affection, but without commitment. And if you confront them, they downplay it. Or worse, get angry that you invaded their privacy. That's not remorse. That's narcissism exposed. You ever hear stories of someone who had a good partner, a peaceful relationship, and still cheated? That's because for a narcissist, loyalty isn't about love, it's about ego. Even if they have everything at home, they want more. More validation, more control, more attention. It's not about the other person lacking. It's about the narcissist never being satisfied. They're constantly feeding a hole in their soul with quick fixes. Flings, DMs, affairs. They confuse lust with love and pleasure with purpose. And someone always ends up broken. Let's be real. Not every cheater is a narcissist, but many narcissists cheat. Here are signs. They lie effortlessly. They accuse you of being too sensitive. They flirt openly, then blame you for being jealous. They never apologize, or if they do, it's fake. They make you feel crazy for catching them. They play the victim after betraying you. That's emotional warfare. And you don't have to tolerate it. If you've been cheated on by someone narcissistic, you need to hear this. It's not your fault. You didn't fail. You were targeted, used. But you can heal. And it starts with stepping back from the gaslighting and stepping into truth. No more excuses. No more begging for honesty from someone addicted to deceit. You deserve loyalty, real love, not manipulation in disguise. Cheating is a betrayal, but when it comes from a narcissistic heart, it's deeper, colder, calculated. But here's the good news. You can rise from that pain. You can rebuild your self-worth. And if you're tempted to cheat, check your heart. Ask yourself, am I leading with love or ego? Because the greatest power isn't in charm or conquest. It's in commitment, faithfulness, integrity. Choose truth. Choose healing. We are all trying to be the best versions of ourselves, and I want to show you the changes that can be made in this world. Change that will have ripple effects and encourage people to see the beauty in life. To help me, help others in the most amazing ways I can. I have a store linked in the description where you can buy things for yourself, or what I would encourage is to buy a gift for someone else. Show the people in your life that you care and have their best interests at heart. Also, for the best contributions at the moment to the channel on helping and changing lives, is to donate to our GoFundMe linked in the description. No matter how far we go, the change will be felt. I'm here giving you a first-person perspective of the power of change for the better. God is within us all, and I want to bring the power to you the best way I can.